testing. Hi student, thanks for waiting. So today we discuss about the Selangor paper. So Selangor paper, what am I talking about? Today we'll discuss about the Terengganu paper. Yeah. So okay. Let me mute my phone. I already muted my phone, but I don't know how to mute my desktop. Yeah, because I so many messages keep on coming in. So let me try to mute here because it's going to keep on give me a loss of notification. Oh, here got a setting. I thought I mute last time. Notification. Where was it? When WhatsApp is closed, continue the show. Okay, so I guess I closed already. Right, so yeah, So today we'll do Terengganu. So I want thanks all we have 30 plus students is still waiting here. Yeah, thanks for the waiting. Okay, so let's begin. Yeah, this is 2022 paper 1 Terengganu. Okay, the first question I literally cannot get the answer of the from the marking scheme. Start off strong with question 1. Yeah, because for the question 1, from what I understand, what's the meaning of father of? I'm not sure because it direct translate from Malay. Yeah, any student can understand Malay, maybe can tell me. Because if for me, like if A is the father of B, then I assume A is the father, right? Then B will be either son or daughter, right? Yeah, makes sense or not? So therefore, for me, they ask us to list the domain of this relation. So I guess we have some relation here. So that means for my domain here, I will actually put the father, because the relation is the father of, right? So that's mean okay, here if you read the question a little bit, we should know this is Suhana married to his husband, I guess. So this is the Suhana parent, I guess is Suhana father, and then another one is her mother, and then they have 3 children, right? So for me, I will just say or I will just put geography here, and then I say geography is the father of Suhana. I will put the S here, stand for Suhana. Then the next father is this one, isn't it? I put a K to represent it Kamaruzaman. So I will say the K actually is the father of Daniel, is the father of Rohani, and then is the father of Hamima. So yeah, this is what I will get if I want to draw it in the Venn diagram like this. So I think the hardest part of the state paper, cause the question and the answer scheme had a lot of mistake. Yeah, I don't know, because the marking scheme actually say this is a domain. That's why it's kind of opposite. The marking scheme say this is SDRH, and then the father will be here. Okay. Yeah, then this is the domain, right? But I trying to read many times what's the meaning of father of. Yeah, I'm not sure, is it, even I trying to understand the Malay version, bapa kepada, like A is the bapa kepada B, then that's when A is the bapa kan. I have no idea, but okay, so I insist my answer. So my domain will be that 2% lah. So my domain will be the geography and the K. Okay. Then hence whether is it a relation, hence whether the relation is the function. So I will say no, because it is one-to-many function, right? It is one-to-many function. Oh, is it one-to-many relation? Okay, because we know in order to call it as a function, we only can obey 2 relation, right? Either it's one-to-one or many-to-one. There's if one-to-many or many-to-many, they are not the function. So in this case, I will say no. I know the marking scheme say yes, right? So yep, but over here I will just say no. Okay, so the schema probably did son of Yeah, instead of father of. Yes, this is the reason why I read many times, but it's fine. Yeah, it's SPM, he doesn't make this kind of mistake, then I think should be fine. Okay, the second question is the distribution. 80% of the pupils in a certain school are interested in science. So a sample of n pupils are randomly selected from the school. So obviously it sounds like a binomial. So this one should be the binomial. So for the binomial, right now I have how many students? I had n pupil, right? I had n student. And then the p-value, what is the p-value? P-value is 80% of students like about science, isn't it? So it's 0.8 for binomial. So if the probability that all the pupils selected are interested in science, so that means when x equals to the n students, they select all of them, basically mean they select n, right? Is equals to 0.1342. Then we just need to substitute formula into it, then we can get our n easily. So so this is NCN, 0.8 power of n and 0.2 power of 0 equals to 0.1342. We know NCN equals to 1, ignore it. We know 0.2 power of 0 is 1, so I can ignore both of them. Then I only left 0.8 power of n equals to 0.1342. Then we can use log, right? So n is equals to log 0.8 of 0.1342. Okay, if you have no idea what is log, you better go find out how to do a log. If you know how to do a log, here can save you some time. So 9. Okay, even today I got the answer is like 9.1, 9.2 or something like that. I was trying to round off to the integer because n is the number of people. Okay, so yep. So let's move on. Okay, for the B, based on the answer of A, find the probability that less than 3 pupils interested in science. So that's mean they want you to do n equals to 9. Then this is n, right now is 9. They want to find x is the number interested in science, okay? X must be less than 3. So is x less than 3, this one I will do x equals to 0 plus x equals to 1 plus x equals to 2. Okay, you can sub one by one. If you use this model or calculator, there's two things you can do. You can go to binomial PD, give yourself a list. Then here you put 0, 1, and 2. Then insert your n9, p is 0.8 here. So then you will have all this value here. This is way too many 0. It's a bit crazy. I don't know what happens to the examiner. Because 7 0 seriously 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 5 1 0.00. Yeah, I strongly encourage the teacher who designed this paper, right, please trying to do one time before they come out, because I seldom see there's a question like so many decimal. I mean so many 0, like 10 powers -7. Maybe you can write in the standard form. Alright, then you're going to plus all of them. So if I'm lazy to plus all of them, I will go to the binomial CD. And then I give myself a 2 here. Yep. So should be 0.0003139. I don't know, there's a lot of 0. You're just trying to plus all of them. You should get the number very similar to mine. Yeah, 3 mark and 3 mark. Not too hard. Okay. Okay, this one, I'm not sure whether how detailed I want to explain about this one to you in order to make you understand about this 2 mark question. Okay, first, when B approached to A, this is what happened. That means we assume that A itself is not moving, but B is there. So over here, if you learn about first principle, you should know how actually the gradient of tangent form. So the whole process here, they're trying to tell you how they get gradient of tangent. So you just imagine is A is it doesn't move. B is over here, right? B is over here. So at first, this is your gradient of AB. So you have a line, right? You have a gradient of AB, something like this. So it's exactly this line line. You have the gradient of AB. But when when B move here, then your gradient literally go to something like this, right? When B move to bottom like this, because B must be on the line of the x square, then you have another gradient, maybe it's moved like this. Then, so you can imagine the B is actually slightly moved like this. 1, 2, he will keep on going until he reach at the B. So what happened when the coordinate B go into the A? Because they say B is approach to A. Approach to A here means he actually will get closer and closer and closer. So this is how they actually do in the calculus. Mean how they find out dy dx. At first, they find the gradient of AB. So the scientists will say, oh, okay, in order to get a gradient of AB, here is change of y, right? Here is change of x. You can see it from x to x plus change of x. So that means if I use change of y over change of x, I can actually get the gradient of AB. But when B is moving, to the left hand side, you can see the change of x is decreasing, right? Because okay, here change of y, actually change of y and change of x also is decreasing lah. Okay, so you can see the change of x actually is decreasing, right? So that means if I want to find the gradient when he approach A, I will limit my change of x close to 0. When the B go to super close to the A, when it gets to super close to the A, you can imagine when the change of x is decreasing until certain state is super close to the A, then the gradient of AB will become the gradient of tangent to the A. Okay? Will become the gradient tangent to the A. So, therefore, this is the dy dx. Okay, now, then how am I going to do? So basically, you can just apply the first principle. So for the first principle, right, we know the coordinate B. What is the coordinate B right now? Is the x coordinate is called x plus change of x, right? And the y coordinate is called y plus change of x, right? A change of y, right? Okay, so if I sub my x and y into the equation, so you can see this one is called y plus change of y equals to x plus change of x squared. Okay, and what is the y here? Y is basically is the x squared, isn't it? Y equals to x squared. Okay, so then I will say x squared plus change of y equals to this one. If I expand, I get x squared plus 2x change of x plus change of x squared. Okay, then what is my objective now? My objective is I want to get gradient of tangent. I must get something like change of y over change of x. And then I need to put the limit where the change of x is close to 0. So the first thing is I will make my change of y here. I'm going to move my x squared to the other side. So x squared minus x squared gone. So here I have 2x change of x plus change of x squared. So I want to get change of y over change of x, right? So I divide change of x for every single one. Then this one cut, this one cut. So right now, I already have the change of y over change of x, but I do not want the gradient of AB. I want the gradient when the B approaching A. So I need to limit change of x is close to 0. So then change of y over change of x will become 2x plus change of x becomes 0, right? 0. So the final answer is 2x. And when it approach already, this is the gradient of tangent, right? Then dy dx is equal to 2x. Proven. Yeah. So for this part, because it's just 2 marks, so for this part, you just go to understand how they actually get the first principle. Because first principle is before they invent any calculus formula, they start from see the small change of it and then they come out something like first principle. And actually this question trying to want you to understand how the first principle form. If you understand the theory, you should be able to get these 2 marks. Okay, so yep, I hope you got it. If you didn't got it, it's okay. These 2 marks, just give them. All right. So for B, so it's the gradient of functions for this equation is 7 at this point. Find the value of A and B. Okay, this is a very basic question. We know gradient function is dy dx equals to 7 when my x equals to 4, isn't it? Because the coordinate is 4, 5. So it's not hard to guess, it's 4, isn't it? So if I do dy dx, this one should be 2ax minus b over x squared, right? Equals to 7. Why is it 2x? Why is it not the 2? Because we do not know what is our x value, isn't it? Because I only put the limit for change of x equals to 0. That means I only need to have the 0 for the change of x. The x will still remain there. And then, of course, you might ask, what is the x value? Depend which coordinate they are talking about. Because for right now, coordinate A, the x value is called x, isn't it? We do not know what is the x coordinate for A. So this is the reason why it's 2x. And in fact, we still left 2x over here, isn't it? Do you see that? So yeah, so it is 2x. They ask you to prove dy dx equal to 2x, right? How can you get 2? You can't just ignore the x, right? The x is still there. Okay, I hope I can make. I hope you understand. Okay. What am I doing? Okay, so this is the first equation. Then we have the second equation, which is we sub this coordinate x and y into here lah. 5 equals to. Oh, this one we can still sub the 4 lah. Why I never sub the 4? 2a4 minus b over 4 square equals to 7. Let me further simplify lah. This is b over 16 equals to 7. Maybe I make AA as subject. 7 plus b over 16. Okay, this one is 5. Sub the 4 into here will be 16a plus b over 4. Okay, since I have the value of AA, then 16a is double of AA, right? Is it double of AA? It is b over 4. So therefore, I can straight away sub the whole AA into it, b over 16. Okay, so then this one will be 14 plus b over 8 plus b over 4. I make here same denominator so that I can plus here. So here I should have something like 3b over 8. Then this one should be negative 9. Simplify, negative 3. Then b is negative 24. So once I got the b is negative 24, I'm going to sub into here. 7 plus minus 24 over 16. So yep, use the calculator. 7 minus 24 over 16. Okay, once I got the answer, I'm going to divide 8 again. So a it will be 11 over 16. Done. Okay, so basically it's just a simultaneous lah. So over here, in order to get this one, you just need to understand what's the meaning of gradient function. If you study Malay version, what is a keturunan lengkung? So yeah, so this is the value, isn't it? Then remember, can use the x coordinate of that coordinate of that point. All right. Move on. Yeah. Next question. Okay, axis symmetry. Okay, so for this one, first thing is this is the quadratic. So this quadratic give you U shape or N shape. Guess one? You will get U or N. Am I asking too difficult question? Okay, so definitely you need to see the coefficient of x squared. Because right now, if you multiply x with the x, you realize you are getting negative x squared. So you are getting N shape, okay? because this one is negative x squared. When the x squared you have negative is the n shape. So if we make fx equals to 0 to find our x-intercept, it's not hard to get the intercept. Basically is 6 and negative 3, right? Okay, so you want to get equation of axis symmetry. Equation of axis symmetry will be at the middle of it, isn't it? So 6 I don't want to write, so oops, sorry. So you just imagine. So therefore this one is axis symmetry. So it will be middle of negative 3 and 6, isn't it? So negative 3 plus 6 over 2. So this one is 3 over 2. So axis symmetry, x equals to 3 over 2. Done. Okay, then find the range of fx. Find the range of fx for all the real value of x. So, okay, so this one, basically, you need to understand for quadratic, right? Here, they actually go until negative infinity one. This one also will keep on expand until negative infinity for their fx. But for their x value, they will go to the positive infinity and negative infinity for the x. So therefore, in order to know the range for any quadratic, you just need to know what is the maximum y value or maximum fx value. So for this one, you can just sub 3 over 2 into the equation if you want to. So I have x plus 3 and bracket 6 minus x, isn't it? So I just use the calculate function. I say my x is 3 over 2. Then I should be able to get my y value is 8. The highest one. This highest will be 81 over 4, which is the f value. So my whole graph is below 81 over 4. So f must be less or equal. You will touch that, right? 81 over 4. Okay, some student might ask, sir, why you can substitute 3 over 2 into it? Because for all the axis symmetry, right, is the axis symmetry, the x value is basically your turning point. It's the x coordinate of your turning point. So therefore, this x is 3 over 2, right? So therefore, for my turning point here, my one of the coordinate x is 3 over 2. This is the reason why I sub 3 over 2 into the fx to get my 81 over 4, which is the turning point y coordinate. And my whole end graph is fall below the 81 over 4, isn't it? Because if any value above the 81 over 4, you will get math error. If you get math error, that means no real value. Got it? Yeah, so you need to understand what is the meaning of real value, okay? Yep, next one. GX is okay, ask us to sketch a graph. We literally almost got it. So yeah. So right now they want me to do the modulus of this one. So what I want to do is I'm going to do some reflection from here. This is negative 3. The reflection is kind of reached negative 4. So I want to know negative 4, where is my point here. This one will just copy. This is 7. This is up to 8, right? This one up to negative. So I want to reflect a little bit, and if you go up a little bit to the 8. Okay, so this is sort of my graph. Then I do not need all this extra thing. Never mind, let me just redraw it. So ugly. Okay, so I guess I will get something like this. Maybe slightly higher, I don't know. So this one is negative 3, this one is 6, this one is the x, that's it. And then because it's up to 8, right, I want to know what happened when my x value is 8. I do calculate. My x value right now is 8. I will have this one. Negative 22 reflects, it will become positive 22. Okay. Just now it's 81 over 4. Yeah, 81 over 4 is still 81 over 4. Yeah, it's still below 22. It's still below 22. Okay, makes sense? Then this one is negative 4. X is negative 4. I want to know what is my y value. Calculate when my x is negative 4. My y is negative 10, then it will become 10. So I know. Do I need to show turning point? I don't think so. If you want to show also can. You want to show this one also can. This one is basically 3 over 2 and 81 over 4. And then your y-axis is here. Yep, done. So this one is basically my graph. It's not too bad, right? You just need to know any quadratic, when you modulus it, you get W shape. Do you see? It look like W, right? It look like W, right? I don't care your A is positive or negative. I don't care you got U graph or N graph. As long as I modulus it, it always get W. If you not believe me, go try it out. Okay, but this one you must be careful because they are not wanting us like from -3 to 6. They want us from -4 to 8. This is the reason why you realize I actually find two more coordinates here, isn't it? Because to fulfill the range, the domain they want. Okay? Do we need to label the graph? Okay, yeah, it's a good idea to label it. So it's fx equals to modulus x plus 3 and x and 6 minus x. Okay, yeah, you can label the graph also. Okay, so done. Next question. This question you do is quite boring of doing this kind of question. System equation lah. So basically they ask us to find all the PQR, right? It's not mistaken. Find the mass PQR here. So I have a question. So basically, does bring chilling methods work in the modulus? I'm not really sure about the what ping chilling method. Yeah, maybe yeah, after the live you can share to the Discord Telegram to elaborate more because I'm not really sure about that methods. Okay, so basically this one is very easy. We know over here A is 50 kg, B is 40 kg. I mean the total of C is 45 kg. That means later here will give you 50, 40 and 45. Then you will have three equations: 0.3p plus 0.6q plus 0.1r equals to 50. Then the second equation is 0.1p plus 0.3q plus 0.7r equals to 40. Then 0.6p plus 0.1q plus 0.2r equals to 45. Then you can do elimination first, then you do substitution. Okay, if you want the answer, you can literally go to the calculator and then you do simultaneous 3 unknown here. Then you just insert all, you just assume p is x, q is y, and r is z. Then you just enter lah. This one is for you to check the answer lah. Of course, in the exam, you need to do manually. Oops, sorry. I typed equal too many times. This is 0.1, this is 0.3, this is 0.7, and this is 40. This is 0.6, this is 0.1, this is 0.2, this is 45. Okay, so yeah, then you will get some x, y, and z. What is PQR? Table 1 show a 3 type of food A, B, C are made from a 3 type of raw material. PQR are the... Because I want to know, can PQR be the decimal or not? Supply... Oh, find the mass, right? Yeah, then it's fine because it's the mass, right? So if it's the mass, then it can be in some gram or some kg. Yeah, then it can have decimal. Then over here, based on our calculator finding, P is 57.5 gram and Q is 50 gram and R will be 27.5 gram. Okay, this is system equation now. You just go to do yourself. If any one of you do not know how to do system equation, you can check out my video, or I believe all other teachers also do a lot of video about system equation. It's basically simultaneous lah. Alright, so let's go to the next question. Okay, this question I also think the marking scheme answer might have a little bit mistake. I double confirm a few times. Okay, so in this case, we have an equation given, and then they want us to, they actually plot for us is y against x over y. So therefore, I want to rearrange this equation into that pattern. Okay, so for that question, I think I'm able to solve it using, okay, I guess you are trying to tell some joke. Okay, but it's fine. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to get y. Okay, so So py squared plus qy over p equals to x. So I will divide y here, divide y here, divide y here, so that I got y power 1. And then here I got x over y. Do you see that? So p equals to py equals to x over y plus q over p. So I want to make y a subject. So what I will do next is I divide p, I divide p, I divide p. Okay, so cut. So y is equals to 1 over p, and then x over y plus q over p squared. Okay, now it's exactly the pattern we want. Y against x over y against x over y. Do you see that? So over here, because y equals to mx plus c, I know my gradient is 1 over p, and then I know my c value is this one, q over p squared. But the graph doesn't give me any c value, so it doesn't matter. I find gradient first. So gradient is 7 plus 1 over 6 minus 4, 2, right? So 1 over p equals to 2. So p should equals to 1 over 2. Okay, so is y equals to 1 over 1 over 2, which is 2, right? X over y plus q over 1 over 2 square. So this one is 2x over y plus 4q, isn't it? So right now I want to find a q. I can sub in any coordinate I want into the equation. Let's say I sub 6, 7 here. So this is 7, this is 6, this plus 4q. So 4q should equals to 7 minus 12 is negative 5. Okay, then I think answer might be correct. Maybe just now I made mistake. Yeah, so it should be negative 5 over 4. Okay, so when you do that time, you must be careful. Okay, so basically here I just sub in the coordinate 6 and 7. Okay, then I simplify it and then I get the q methods here. Okay, so yeah, linear law is not too bad as long as you know how to rearrange the equation. Easy mark. Okay, if you have no idea, ask me. So okay, this question is a bit surprised me. Okay, over here they say log ma give you whole equation. They say m must be bigger than 0. Because I know if for the log ma, right, I know m must be bigger than 0. This is what I always know. Then they say m cannot equals to b. So when m bigger than 0, I'm thinking what other value can make it math error? And then yeah, just now I literally try some value and I realized when m equals to 1 is a math error. This is a good finding just now. Let's say I say log 120 is math error. Yeah, then I want to explain why log 120 is, why the base 1, I don't care top is the a lah. Why this one is math error? Okay, so because if you know how to change base, right, we know all the fraction cannot be divided by 0. So if I change back, change the base, right, I change the base x, like example. Do you see this is log base x1? This is 0. So if this one divided by 0, you are getting math error, isn't it? Because nothing can divide by 0. So this is the reason why when m must be bigger than 0, m at the same time cannot equals to 1, because when m equals to 1 is a math error. Since 1 power of x cannot equals to 20. Yeah, because why suddenly what? Okay, because 1 you can say x power of 0 is 1, right? Because we know for log a1 is always equal to 0. I don't care what is your base lah. You can put any base as long as you put a 1 there, you will get 0. Example, log base 99 1, you still get 0. Okay, so because 1 you can change to any number of 0, isn't it? So yeah, so this is a reason why. Just 1 mark lah. I just spend some time explain this 1 mark question. So m cannot equals to 1, so therefore b is 1. 1 power x is always 1. Yes, you're right. 1 power x is always 1. Yeah. But any number power of 0 always equals to 1. This is what I want to say. X power of 0 is always equals to 1. Yeah, so if you want to subscribe your module paper subscription class, I think I have the link at the description below. You look for the link and need to pay for 40 ringgit per month, if not mistaken. Then you can join it. Okay, so let me move on to the next one. Next one is quite easy. So this one I can put the 2 here first. Both also is log m. Divide minus mean divide, right? Then yeah, the 2 I can move up, become the power 2. Log m and log m I cancel out. So square root a equals to b over 2. And yeah, since b must be bigger than 0, yep, that is fine. Yeah, I know a cannot be negative also. So here I doesn't put plus minus lah, since a cannot be negative also. So b equals to 2 square root a lah. Okay, done. So basically it's a simple log question. You need to simplify it. Done. Next one. Diagram 4 show a pentagon shapes go-kart tracks in the recreational part, PQRST. So a signboard label PQRSTs are built at each of the pit stop. So the pit stop U is the midpoint. So we know U basically is a midpoint of QS. Okay. Then PQ equals to half of the TS. TS is 6A, PQ is half of it, right? 3A. Then SR equals to 2 over 3 of TP. TP is 6B, right? So 6B simplify 2, 4B. Okay, so here is 4B in this direction. Okay, now I have almost all the information I want. So for the first round, Tafahan drive the go-kart on the tracks from the pit stop T to Q. Calculate the distance of emergency land. Where is the emergency land, by the way? Emergency land is T to Q. Okay, so if I want to use this emergency land, they already give me some distance already, right? B is 2, so that's mean the distance here is 6 times 2 is 12. A is 1, so here is 3. 3 times 1 is 3, right? Then let's use the Pythagoras lah. 12 square plus 3 square. Then we got square root 153, right? Square root 153. So yeah, the distance should be 12.37 units. Okay. Yeah, for the Ishar, you just joined the. Yeah, thanks for supporting the channel. Right, but if you join the model paper discussion, remember to send me your Gmail so that I can share the file to you. Yeah. Anyways, let's move on. 2 mark done. Then Farhan drive go-karts from the second round. So he from the pit stop T to R passing through U. Okay, so right now the second round, T to R passing through the U. Okay. So determine whether PTU are collinear. Alright, so okay, they want to know PUR is a collinear or not. Collinear means 3 points actually at the same line. Okay, mean collinear. So over here, let's find about TR first. So TR over here is basically 6A plus 4B, right? Very easy. Okay, then I want to find about SU so that I can find TU. Because if they are collinear, if TUR are collinear, then I can say TU equals to the lambda of TR. Okay, so this is the reason why I want to find TU. TR I already have. So I want to find TU, I need to know TS plus SU. So this is the reason why I need to know SU. If I want to know SU, I need to find SQ first, because SU is half of the SQ. You got it? So let's find about SU first lah. So S to U is negative 6a. I go this path lah. Okay, I hope you can see it lah. So negative 6a plus 6b plus 3a. Well, 3a is this direction. So it's negative 3a plus 6b. Then SU is half of it, right? So it should be negative 3 over 2a plus 3b. Okay. Now I have TU, and so I say TU is equals to lambda TR, right? TU is 3 over 2a. TU, sorry. TU is TS plus SU. 6a plus that one. 6a plus the 3 over negative 3 over 2a. Negative 3 over 2a plus 3b. Equals to the lambda TR will be 6a plus 4b. Okay, so I'm going to minus some a thing here. So this is 12. So I still have 9 over 2a plus 3b equals to 6 lambda a plus 4 lambda b. You can compare a or b, it doesn't matter lah. But I'm comparing a first lah. I'm comparing a. 9 over 2 equals to 6 lambda. Lambda equals to cancel 2, sorry. Divide by 3. So 3 over 4. Okay, so if I comparing the b, I also get 3 equals to 4 lambda. Lambda is still 3 over 4. So I very confirm lambda is 3 over 4. Then I will say therefore TU is equals to 3 over 4 of TR. Or TUR collinear. Okay, so this is how we actually prove it is a collinear. Some students might think, sir, what if they are not the collinear? Then both of these you will not have the same lambda value. Maybe one you will get 3 over 4, another one you get 5 over 6. Then they are not the collinear. How you know SU is half of the SQ? Because U is the midpoint. I believe they say at the sentence, right, just now. Where is it? Yeah, U is the midpoint of QS. Do you see that? If U is the midpoint of QS, then I know the relationship of them is just half of it. Okay? Yeah, I hope you can understand. Yeah, maybe this one I do a little bit fast. If you have any question, yeah, feel free to ask me. Yeah, because I try to finish the whole paper by today, but right now already question 8. Oh my god, 11 already. So yeah, we still have 7 more to go. Let's go. So I will be slightly faster a little bit. If you feel tiring, yeah, you can go to rest first. We still have like 61 students there until now. Yeah, seems like all of you no need to sleep. Okay, let's continue. Okay, this one, the diagram 5 show a shaded region of the graph y equals to gx and x as it 5 and 9. Alright, so it's given the shaded area is 10. Alright, they give us this is 10. Okay, this is 10 if it is the shaded region is the area. If this one is not the area, in the integration world, it's called negative 10. Any value below the x-axis, the area must be negative. But because area cannot be negative, this is the reason why they modulus it, make it become positive. Okay, so therefore they ask us integrate from 5 to 9 gx. This one they're actually saying about this area dx, so this is negative 10. Okay, because this part, does the question say is its area or not? If the question say is area or volume, we need to make it positive, right? This question just want to know, what if today I integrate from 5 to 9 gx? What value I will get? You will get negative 10. Because value can be negative. Area or volume cannot be negative. Get it? Your whole paper soon. Yeah, I actually go to my community tab over there. I got asked the student to vote which paper you want me to discuss first. I believe I do have put the Johor option over there. It's not mistaken. Yeah, I think the Johor is the second most, because right now from what I see, Johor got 19% people vote. So yeah, it's the second highest. I think after this paper 2, then we will go to the Johor paper. Okay, yeah, by the way, some students might not know I actually from the Johor as well. Many years ago, okay? Yeah. So continue. So this one, okay, this one is not, oops, this one is not too bad. So let me erase this one. I need more space maybe. So is d dx for 2hx is equals to the gx. So if on the left side of the y-axis, yeah, same. See, depend you want to see the value or what. Okay, let's say I have something like this. Okay, so this is x-axis, this is y-axis. Any area here, the value will be negative. If we integrate dx, right now I'm talking about a to b fx dx. So dx means toward the x-axis, right? So that means this one you will get negative for this part and for this part as well. It's also is negative. But what if today we do something dy? So let's say I have a to b fx, here is dy. Then a different story. So if you dy, okay, I don't want, I purposely do something like this. Okay, so here will be negative, and here is positive. Okay, so it's very depend you actually dx or dy but so far in SPM I never see they ask about dy one. All the time they also ask about dx. So yeah, no need to worry. Dx you just see below the x-axis. So basically dx is use the x-axis as the middle line dy use the y-axis at the middle line. Then negative zone is negative positive zone will be positive. Okay, makes sense to you? Okay, so for this question, what am I want to do the first step is I add the integration sign for both sides. But I want from 5 to 9. So I add 5 to 9 here, 5 to 9 here. Okay, so integrate me d dx, I can simplify. After I simplify already, 5 to 9 will go to the behind. Integrate 5 to 9 gx, you already got negative 10 from the part 1 just now. Okay, so then 2 I can bring it out because it's a constant. So therefore, 9 to 5 or 5 to 9 is divide to negative 5. Done. Okay. It's given that y equals to gx passing through 1 and 96. So, and that equation is given asks us to find gx. It's the same logic. So what I will do is, oops, I will add the integration sign for both sides. Integrate and d dx, I'm cancelled already. Here I left gx. This is 3x cubed divided by 3 minus 24x squared over 2 plus 17x plus c. So let me rewrite nicely. This one should be x cubed minus 12x squared plus 17x plus c. So I have 1 and 96. So I'm going to sub in 96. 1 minus 12 plus 17 plus c. Alright, this is 566, c equals to 90. Okay, so therefore the gx equation should be x cubed minus 12x squared plus 17x plus 90. Done. Okay, so not too bad unless you have no idea how to do the integration. If you know how to do, yeah, this question I think is fine. Okay, so move on. Next one, number 10. Okay, we still have few more questions. Okay, just give me a short toilet break. I will come back in 2 minutes. Yeah, and please help me to like my video because we have about 60 something students watching, right? Yeah, just help me to like the video so that YouTube algorithm know this content or this live streaming is not too bad, right? So that it will help me to suggest to more students. Please, thank you so much. I will see you guys in the 2 minutes toilet break. Hello student, I'm back here. So yeah, thanks for helping me to like the video. Okay, let's continue the question number 10. So find the number of ways to arrange the words baku and baka if no repetition is allowed. Are the number of arrangement that form are the same? Explain. Okay, so four of these letters are four also are a different letter, isn't it? They are not the same. They don't have any same letter there. So it's very easy. You want to arrange four of them, 4 factorial. So it's 24 way of arranging them. But this one, you realize they repeat A, right? Yes, they have 4 letters, but they repeat 2A, right? So it's 4 factorial, but since they repeat double A, so I need to divide 2 factorial. This one is because I had 2 A's. Okay, I have 2 A's here. Then I will just divide 2 factorial. So 2 factorial is 4 factorial is 24. 2 factorial is 2. So the answer is 12 way. So this one is for the baku, but this one is for the baka. So obviously they are not the same. So I will say they are not the same because 12 is not the same with the 24. Okay? Or you can just say because the second word actually have the repeating A. Okay, so yeah, you can use your own word to explain. It's quite easy. Okay, 3 mark done. Okay, English. Diagram 6 shows a 7-letter card. So a 5-letter code is to form using five of these cards. So from you can see English is 7-letter, right? They only want to use 5 of them to form a letter code maybe. So the number of different 5-letter codes that can be formed. So from 7 there, I want to choose 5. Simple. 7P5. Why I didn't do 7C5? Because this one is the code. If this is the code, that means the arrangement is very important. If arrangement is important, then you have to use permutation. Okay? So 7P5. Okay? 2520. Done. Okay, if the number of different 5-letter code which begin with the vowel and end with the consonant. Okay, so if I want to begin with the vowel, I have 5 of them, right? Begin with the vowel, I only have E and I, right? Consonant, I have N, G, L, S, H. Okay, so here I have 2 choice. Here I have 5 choice. If I use any of 2, I still left 5 more letters, isn't it? Because just now English has 7 letters. I use 2 of them already, I still left 5 of them. But the middle, for this letter code, right, middle still have 3 to choose, right? I left 5, I want to choose 3. We call 5P3. Multiply them. Yeah, it's 600, right? Okay, so yeah, done. Not too bad, 4 mark. Easy busy. Okay. A landscape architecture plan to build a cemented area in the regressional part. So the area is in the shapes of rectangle and 2 segments. So this 2 is a segment. Okay, so we have 2 segments shown in the diagram 7. So the distance of A to B is 13 and B to C is 10. Okay, respectively. So the segment APD and BQC are each center at the intersection of diagonal of the quadrilateral ABCD. Okay, so let's do the diagonal. I will have the diagonal here. 1 diagonal, 2 diagonal, because I want to find where is the center. Okay, this one will be the center. Okay, because yeah, they say intersect of 2 diagonal. So then it's not too hard to find the okay, but what they want to find. Determine whether the allocation of 13,000 ringgit Malaysia for the construction of the area is sufficient or not. If the price proposed by the contractor is 85 ringgit per meter square. Okay, so we want to find the whole shaded region. How many for the area. Okay, I kind of stuck. Okay, so Okay, so I just want to find a rectangle plus the area of segment, but I need to solve something first. The first thing is maybe I want to find angle. I need to find the angle. But I don't have the R. I need to find R also. Okay, let's find R first. R seems like quite easy to find. I cut it into the half. Since these two must be the same length. Okay, so this one will be 5. 13 divided by 2, this one will be 6.5. Okay, then I should be able to get it out by doing Pythagoras. 6.5 square plus 5 square. Then this one is about 8.2 meter. Okay, so right now after I got the R ready, this is 8.2. Now I want to find the angle. Since I know this one is the chord, right? This one we can call it chord for a sector. So we have a formula for chords, which is the chord length of chord is equals to 2r sine theta over 2, right? So since this length is given is 10, so this 10 equals to 2r sine theta over 2. So I can solve this one really fast. Depend you want degree or radian, but since they gives 3.142, I want to get a less accurate answer. I don't want to get so accurate so that I won't get wrong. So I kind of need to use a super slow method, which is find degree first and then multiply 3.142 divide 180 to get radian. Actually, I can straight away get radian from a calculator, but I don't know. SPM marking scheme always want us to do the stupid way. So yeah, so it's kind of stupid. So this is sine theta over 2 equals to what? 16.4 over 10. Sorry, 10. It's 10 over 16.4. So shift sine 10 over 16.4. So okay. So theta over 2 is equals to 37 point, I don't know, 572 maybe. Then I want to times 2. 75.144. I don't know how many decimal I want to take. Sometimes too accurate also cannot. So this is the reason why sometimes I also do not know what to take. Okay, I don't take whole thing because I worry I take too accurate answer. I take less accurate, 3.142. Because I cannot type pi. If I type pi, my answer is very accurate. Examiner don't like. They want not so accurate one. So 1.312. Okay, I guess should be okay. Okay, so right now finally I got the angle. Like spam so many steps. If I do myself, let you see what happened if I do myself. I will just do shift sine 10 over 16.4 and then I times 2. You see, I literally straight away get my answer. Like so fast, maybe just 10 seconds. But I don't know. They give you 7 marks, so maybe they expect you have some work here. Anyway, this one should be 1.312. It's about the same, about the same. Okay, so now we can find the area first. So basically we have a rectangle plus 2 segments, right? For anyone do not know the area of segment, it's basically half r squared theta minus sine theta. Okay, this is area of segment. So my area, rectangle is 13 by 10. 2 segment, half r squared theta minus sine theta. Okay, this one is 130. This one we can cut. R is 8.2 square. Theta is 1.312 minus sine 1.312. Okay, yeah, I believe some teacher might want you to write the degree angle for sine, maybe, I don't know. 75.14. Okay, maybe change back to degree. Yeah, I hope that this new government will update a little bit so that we no need to use the stupid way to do the math. Okay, so now I got this one. I'm going to plus 130. So the total area here is 153.23 meters square. Since right now each meter square going to need me 85 ringgit, So the costing will be this number multiplied 85. So total will be RM 13,024.35. Therefore, 13,000 is not sufficient. For the, yeah, not sufficient for the construction. Yeah, you should expect, I mean, these few years, the MX exam should have quite a lot of explanation question. Yeah, so you better learn how to write the explanation properly. Okay, sketch this graph. Hence, use the same axis, sketch another graph. Show the number, state the number of solution. Okay, they just love the sketch graph so much. So let's do it. Cost graph first. So this is +1, so I should have some 1 here maybe. Amplitude is negative, got a negative but it's still 1, so I should, maximum I should get should be 2 Since right now it's negative, right, then I should start from the bottom. 1 cycle. Oops, stop at pi. Continue the second cycle. Second cycle, stop at 2 pi. Then the maximum here should be 2. Okay, this one should be 2, this one should be 0. Done. If you want more proper, then you can write pi over 2, 3 pi over 2. Okay, this is what happened for cos 2x. This is x-axis, this is y-axis. Done the A. B, we want to sketch the modulus tangent graph. Okay, give you some idea first about modulus tangent x. Okay, so for normal tangent graph, we should get something like this. Okay, if you have the modulus, right, they basically mean the bottom here going to reflect, bottom here going to reflect. So eventually you will get something like this. Okay, but right now, what's happening? You read carefully, in front of the modulus have negative. So that means if I add a negative in front of the modulus, the whole thing above the x-axis going to reflect, go to the bottom. Gone. This is what happens if you have the negative in front of the modulus. So if you get the idea, I'm going to straight away sketch here. It's tangent 1x, right? Yeah, tangent 1x. Okay, so we should have expect some 90 degree here and 270 degree, because this value, the tangent will actually get math error. Do I have any other color? Maybe I choose some dark green, maybe. Okay, so I will going very close here. I will not touch it. I will get super close here. Okay, done. Okay, so after I done already, they ask us to state the number of solutions. How many intersections? 1, 2, 3. So 3 number of solution. Okay, because they intersect 3 points. So if you cannot see, yeah, you can see carefully. This is how they intersect. Any questions so far? 3 more questions to go. Yes. Okay, 13. Diagram 8 show a tree of the circle formed by using a wire of the length of m pi centimeter. So basically you have a wire, the length of it is m pi, and then you cut some of it to form this tree circle. Here they doesn't say you use all the pi m pi. So the radius of the circle is r. The first, this one is r. So, and the radius of subsequent circle increase 1, r plus 1. This one will be r plus 2. Okay, so show that the circumference of the circle, which is 2 pi r, to form an arithmetic progression. Okay, the first one is just 2 pi r. Second is 2 pi r. Last one is also 2 pi r. 2 pi r. since my r is different already, right? So this one is called 2 pi r, comma. This one is called 2 pi r plus 2 pi. This one is called 2 pi r plus 4 pi. Okay, so T2 minus T1 is equals to 2 pi r plus 2 pi minus 2 pi r. Cut, you get 2 pi. Then T3 minus T2, 2 pi r plus 4 pi minus 2 pi r plus 2 pi equals to 2 pi. This one and this one cut, so 4 pi minus 2 pi, you get 2 pi. Okay, so since T3 minus T2 equals to T2 minus T1, this is arithmetic progression. Okay, yeah, you can use any of the way to prove it, but normally we will use common difference. Yeah, it's easier. Done. Show that the circumference of the circle form an arithmetic progression. Yeah, done. If only 10 circles can be formed using the wire, state the value r in terms of n. So basically what they want to do right now is we know all the parameter of the circle, or all the circumference add together, we have 10 of it, and it's called mr, is it? So m pi, okay, because the wire actually length is m pi, so we're going to cut it into the 10 circle. So yeah, so just do Sn. A equals to 2 pi r, r don't have r, so d equals to 2 pi. So use the formula n over 2, 2a 4 pi r plus n minus 1 d 2 pi equals to m pi. Okay, divide pi, divide pi, divide pi, no more. This is 5, 20r plus 18 times 5 is 90, right? Okay, plus 90 equals to m. What the question want? M into r, done. M equals to 20r plus 90. Okay, so not too bad, right? Because you just need to know S10 equals to m pi. M pi is given at the very beginning of the question. Okay, find the number of the geometry progression. So you can see this one is the first term, this one is the second term, this one is the third term, and this one is the last term, isn't it? So that means if I can find the last term, then I can know the n value. So I think you made a carrot mistake, number 6. Okay, later I go back to check out the number 6, okay? Because now I'm a bit far from it. Okay, so that means I know Tn, I want to know which term is the last term. So this obviously this one is divide 2, right? This one should be GP, huh? So the r is divide 2, right? So it's 1 over 2. So, and our a is 32, right? So arn minus 1. This is 2 power negative 8 maybe. A is 32, r is 1 over 2, n minus 1 equals to 2 power negative 8. Divide 2 power 5, that means negative 8 over 2 power 5. So depend what you want to do. Okay, let me leave in 1 over n. I leave in 1 over 2. This is 1 over 2 power 13. Okay, so n minus 1 equals to 13, n equals to 14. Done. Okay, it's basically indices. This one don't even need to use log, it's just a basic indices. Okay, done. 14. Okay, they give us some fx, they give us some gz, z cannot equal to negative b over 2, correct? Find a and b. Okay, so we know f 5 must equals to 1. Object image, right? This one shouldn't be too hard. So 5a plus b equals to 1. First equation first. Then g2 equals to 1 because the arrow is facing this side. So I should know this one should be gz. This one should be fx. Okay, so substitute the g equation. 3 over 4 plus b equals to 1. 3 equals to 4 plus b, b equals to -1. Then I can know my a here, isn't it? 5a minus 1 equals to 1, a equals to 2 over 5. Okay, I got a and b already. Done, 3 mark. Function map z to y to z. So right now, they want to go opposite y to z, so it will be g inverse, right? So therefore, let me write gz first. 3 over 2z minus 1. So if I want to do the inverse function for this one, I will make this one become x. The other side I'm going to make it become y lah. So 2y minus 1 equals to 3 over x. 2y equals to 3 over x plus 1. Make them same denominator first. 3 plus x over x. Y equals to 3 plus x over 2x. Done. So, but not yet done. We not write it nicely. So therefore, g inverse y equals to 3 plus y over 2y. Okay, because they from they will from the y go to z, right? Okay. Done. B1. Find hx. So hx will have the fx first, then only g inverse. So basically sub the f into the g inverse x. So this one will be your hx. Okay, equals to this thing. Okay, a lot of work. What's the fx, by the way? Fx is ax plus b. A is what? 5 over 2. I had a bit low energy. What is our a just now? Please tell me what's my a just now. I accidentally erased it. No way. Yeah, should be 2 over 5. A is 2 over 5. Okay. Yeah, got it. 2 over 5. 2 over 5x plus b. B is -1, right? Okay. So right now, I want to do hx, which is the g inverse fx. Okay, a lot of work need to do here. So 3 plus y. Y is this one. Should I make it same denominator? Never mind. Make it later. -1 over 2 over 5x minus 1. This one and this one I cut. I left 2 here. So 2 plus 2x over 5 over 4 over 5x minus 2. Make them have the denominator of 5 and divide. Okay, so what am I doing? What am I doing here? It is over 1. Then my 1 by 1. Multiply 5 here, multiply 5 here, multiply 5 here, multiply 5 here. So this one should be 10 plus 2x over 5 over 4x minus 10 over 5. Since both also have over 5, I can cancel. Since both also still can divide by 2, so I factorize out the 2, 2x minus 5. Done. So this is your equation for hx. A lot of algebra work you need to do in order to get this thing. Last but not least, they say when hx, find an object when image is -1. That means the whole thing here, this is hx, right? So 5 plus x over 2x minus 5 equals to hx. Hx is the image, right? So right now the image equals to -1. 5 plus x over 2x minus 5. So 5 plus x equals to -2x plus 5. 5 and 5 cut, 3x equals to 0. Then x equals to 0. Done. Okay, a lot of algebra work, but as long as you understand the concept, this 8-mark question should be fine. Okay, last question of today. Perpendicular bisector, right? Find the equation perpendicular bisector. Okay, perpendicular bisector, we need to find 2 information. First, we need to find midpoint. Second, we need to find M2. Okay, so this is a line perpendicular bisector. And then you realize perpendicular bisector actually touch the coordinate Q. So later you should know that. So I want to find the equation, right? Find the gradient of PR first. 3 plus 1 over 3 plus 5. So it's 1 over 2. So then M2 is negative 2, isn't it? 1 over 2 times M2 equal to negative 1. Maybe I don't want to do so fast. Basically, 1 over 2 multiply M2 equals to negative 1 when they are perpendicular, right? So this one you get negative 2. Okay, then I still need to find the midpoint of PR. Midpoint of PR. So negative 5 plus 3 over 2, negative 1 plus 3 over 2. So this one should give me negative 1 and 1. So this one is the midpoint of PR. Then we form the equation. Y minus 1 equals to negative 2, x plus 1. Y equals to negative 2x minus 2 plus 1 minus 1. Done. This is how we get the equation of the perpendicular bisector. Then, okay, this one is a little bit hard if you need to think. Given that Q is equal distance from the P and R, and PQR is the rhombus. So if you see carefully, you should know this one, you should have some rhombus going on here. So here is a Q, so assume S is the opposite one. So the easiest way to find the coordinate from rhombus or from square is we use the midpoint, because both of their diagonal will have the same midpoint. Okay, if you get the idea, I can find Q first. Q is the y-intercept of my equation. So Q is a y-intercept, means when x equals to 0, y equals to 0 minus 1, y equals to negative 1. Then I got the coordinate Q, 0, negative 1. Then I want to know S. S is unknown, xy here. But since Q is 0, negative 1, then both of them share the same midpoint at their diagonal, isn't it? So that means midpoint of SQ will same as the midpoint of PR. Okay, midpoint of SQ equals to midpoint of PR. PR already fine. Is what? Negative 1, 1. So right now I want to find the midpoint of SQ. So it's what? X plus 0 over 2, comma, y minus 1 over 2. So therefore, x equals to negative 2, y equals to 2 plus 1, 3. So therefore, coordinate S is negative 2, 3. Done. Now I found my Q and S. Then I can find the area of rhombus. So area, we use the shoelace method, right? PQRS. P is negative 5, negative 1. Q is 0, negative 1. R is 3, 3. S is negative 2, 3. Repeat the first one. Okay, then first thing we multiply like this first. So this is 5 plus 0 plus 9 plus 2. Minus, you multiply at the opposite direction. 0, negative 3, negative 6, negative 15. Okay, so yeah, use the calculator basically. 5 plus 9 plus 2 plus 3 plus 6 plus 15. Divide by 2, 20 unit square. Dun, 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 dun. We finished. It's almost 12. Yep. So this is how to find the area and all that. Yeah. Good job to myself. Oh, question 6, I made a carry mistake, really? Let me see. 9, 6. Where is my mistake? 6, 7. 7 minus negative 1. 6 is 2. So P is 1 over 2. So the gradient is 1 over P. 1 over P, 1 over 1 over 2 is 2. This is xy. xy plus q over p square. Q over p square. P is 1 over 2. 1 over 2 square is multiply 4. 4q. Then we sub the coordinate. Y is 7. X over y is 6. Yeah. Then this one is 12. 7 minus 12 is negative 5. Yeah, I couldn't. It's negative q over p. Yes, it's minus, right? Shit. Thank you for that. I mean, I say shit to myself, not to you, okay? Yeah, thanks for that. This one should be negative. Aiyo, then a lot of things to change. This is negative. This is negative. Then this is negative. Then 4q should equals to positive 5. Then this one should be positive 5 over 4. Yeah. Okay. Should be correct right now. Anyways, I want to thanks about 43 students stay until the end. It's almost 12 already. Thanks for your time. Yeah, for whoever just joined the membership for the model paper, remember PM me or Gmail so that I can share the file to you so that you can have the same paper we can discuss over there. Okay, so I'm equally of that to be here and say that the graph is n. What is the meaning of graph is n? Yeah, I know. Thanks my moderator Crowley to drop by to help out, because now I believe in Singapore also it's quite late, right? I think Singapore also same time zone with Malaysia, right? Anyways, I want to thanks my moderator, and then I want to thanks all the students stay until the end. Yeah, so tomorrow we have the private member class, and then I will see next Wednesday. Not sure have class or not, because next Wednesday is still Chinese New Year. But I will let you all know at my Discord, my Telegram, or YouTube community tab over there. Alright, so good night and thank you so much. See you guys again in the coming classes. Bye bye.